welcome back to another day of Bookmas. I'm so excited for today's video. We are going to be blindly choosing my December TBR. They are all wrapped. I'm going to get a random number generator and we are going to pick 4 out of the 10 books that I have wrapped for the month. We've got a combination of new books that I hauled a few days ago and some books that have been on my TBR since maybe last year or the beginning of the year. I'm so excited to find out which books we're going to read this month in such a fun, festive way. Let's get straight into it. So we have our books all wrapped and I'm just going to put up a spinner. And I actually ended up doing 11 books, so we've got a bonus book. Alright, we've got our spinner. We have got number 4. It looks like a nice thin book. Oh, yay! This is exactly the kind of book I feel like for December. This one is A Short Walk Through a Wide World, and this one is, I believe, about time travelling and set in Paris 1885. Aubrey, spoiled, stubborn 9-year-old, is suddenly struck down by a mysterious illness at the family dinner table. When a visit to a doctor only makes her worse, Aubrey flees to the outskirts of the city where she realises it is this very act of moment keeps her alive. She has no choice, but she must run from the curse, and so begins her incredible lifelong journey across the world. So I am excited to read this one. Oh, it is a dazzling debut novel by Shelby Van Pelt. And it's got a write-up by Oprah Daily. Races around the globe through deserts and cities across oceans. Ooh, and it says here, imagine Life of Pi and the Midnight Library rolled into one. The next one is book number 5. I actually have no idea what this is. Got The Ministry of Time. I've had this on my TBR for the longest amount of time and I love this cover with the pink spine. This one has a write-up by David Nichols who wrote One Day, which I love that book. I got it there, I got it second hand and it was so good. It got me into my reading journey again. Lee Henry, I loved every second, and then Eleanor Catton, she's a New Zealand author and she wrote Outrageously Brilliant. It says here, civil servant is offered a lucrative job in a mysterious new government ministry gathering expats from across history to test whether time travel is feasible. Her role is to work as a bridge living with, supporting and monitoring expat 1847 Commander Graham Gore, a former Victorian polar explorer. Gore, an adventurer by trade, soon adjusts to his bizarre new world of washing machines, feminism and Spotify, and during a long, sultry summer the pair move from awkwardness to friendship to something more. But as the true shape of... But as the true shape of the project that brought them together begins to emerge, Gore and the bridge are forced to confront their past choices and imagined futures. Can love triumph over the histories that have shaped them, and how do you defy history when it is living in your house? We've got 2 time travel books, which I do quite enjoy. Okay, so The Ministry of Time is a combination of science fiction, thriller and romantic comedy, and it's categorized as time travel fiction. I am excited for that one. Number 4. I think we already did number 4. Okay, let's spin again. Number 5. We just had number 5. Do we have number 5? Yeah, we've had number 5. Okay, we get to spin again. Number 8. Ooh, I feel like this one might be a new one from the haul I did the other day. Maybe The Persians, I want to say. Yeah, it is. Oh, yay, I'm excited to read this year. This one is about 5 sisters, I believe, and they were really well off in Iran, but in America they're nobodies, and it's about the 5 different sisters and their lives, and they go on an annual trip to Aspen and it goes wildly awry. One of the sisters ends up being bailed out of jail by Beta. Gossip about the family spreads like wildfire. Soon Sharon sets out to try restore the Valiant name to its former glory, but what does that mean in a country where the Valiants never mattered to anyone, and will reputation be enough to make them family again? And this one is another debut novel. It says here that the characters dance off the page and into your heart. It says here that it's a darkly funny, life-affirming debut novel following 5 women from a once illustrious family, a unique family in turmoil that explores timeless question of love, money, art and fulfillment. This is our last book, and our last book, number 9. I've got a bit of a different genre here altogether, a non-fiction book here. My friend gave this to me for my birthday and I am so excited to read it. It's been on my list of books to read since my birthday in August. It's called Conversations on Love by Natasha Lunn. The colour is so pretty. It says, after years of feeling that love was always out of reach, journalist Natasha Lunn set out to understand how relationships work and evolve over a lifetime. She turned to authors and experts to learn about your experiences, as well as drawing on her own, asking how do we find love, how do we sustain it, and how do we survive it when we lose it. In Conversations on Love, she began to find answers, and she's interviewed a whole lot of women here, and I am very excited because she's also interviewed Dolly Alderton, and I love Dolly's writing. And the chapter with Dolly is on vulnerability, but there's also all sorts of chapters here. There's an interview with Philippa Perry on falling in love slowly, and also a chapter on accepting change, a chapter on friendships, as well as on loneliness of loss, on parenthood. That one might be kind of relevant coming up. A whole lot of other chapters which look really interesting, and I feel like this would be a nice one. You could just read kind of a chapter a day. A non-fiction, Conversations of Love. We've got 2 time travel books which kind of just feel heartwarming and hopeful, and then we've got a family contemporary fiction, and 2 of these books are debut novels. I am very excited with our December TBR. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Let me know in the comments below what books are on your December TBR. I would love to know what you're reading. Hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's Bookmas video, a Homebody's book, Nook, Bookmas series. I don't know, I say that all in one go. A Homebody's book, Nook, Bookmas series. Gosh, so many alarms today. I'm gonna go to work on that note, and I will see you for tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.